People, good night. Yo. Yo, in Jamaica, they say you have to take bad things, make joke, yeah, man. Why? Jamaica? Just laugh at ourselves, yeah, man. Jamaica is the biggest clown show. Jamaica is the biggest clown show in the whole Caribbean when it come on to a minister of finance and a government. It's the biggest clown show I ever see in my life. No, man. Reggie, let me go to the anthem first, car. To all this serious. We need to be reminded of our anthem. The national anthem of Jamaica. National anthem. The other day I was reading it and I kinda didn't read it out right. And thank the person for correcting me on the error that I made. You get me? Because I saw it stay, you know. You know if you take correction, you get me? It says here, whoa, this is not, one DJS website. Why me ask you national anthem of Jamaica and the man them send me all over some different other place? Oh, okay, alright. Yeah, see that. So it says, Eternal Father, bless our land, guide us with thy mighty hand, keep us free from evil powers, be our light. Oh, guard us with thy mighty hand. Not guide. Guard us with thy mighty hand. That means to protect us. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from above. Justice true be ours forever. Jamaica land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Stir response to duties called. Strengthen us the weak to cherish. Give us vision lest we perish. Knowledge send us, Heavenly Father. Knowledge send us, Heavenly Father. Jamaica. Knowledge send us, Heavenly Father. Grant you wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica land we love. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica land we love. Let's look at the pledge. Yes? Let's look at the pledge. Look like I pledge we should look for, you know. But we find J. See there? And the man pledge JS. Yeah, man, that we should look for. The pledge says, before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body, in the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may under God increase in beauty, fellowship and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's our anthem for Jamaica and our pledge. It is a covenant with God. Our pledge is a covenant with God. Now, there's some few things in there that I want us to focus on. Prosperity, brotherhood, peace, standing up for justice, right? being honest. You understand what I'm saying? And in terms of our anthem, give us wisdom, grant true wisdom. What's up, Simple Pebbles? I want them something to say I go up on the screen and all that. What Simple Pebbles just do? What's that? Is that Z's? The bubbles them purple and night time. I want to go on. Miss Berry's, what's up, Berry? Well, I don't. Let me get Berry on here. What's up? What you doing up, girl? Let me get Berry up here. I'm sending her a request. If you're still there. I never see her, you know. Wagwan, Berry. Berry, come up, Berry. Come up. I'm sending her a request. Accept the request. Yeah, but sending the request. I you to accept it. You can't send another other one. Berry, don't be shy now. Don't be shy. And you know the code. When you go on the internet, the code different. You see me? That is it. So people, true wisdom, knowledge, and me laugh. True wisdom and knowledge is something that Fayval Williams, I don't know. I just don't know. When I see Everal Warmington in a parliament today, I call out the government. You know say it's serious. You think cannot get away. You don't know. Alright. I laugh off I JLP them still. I thought I'm sure about. Jamaica, this is no choose. Yo, me not sorry say all we have to suffer feet. Yo, when you see Fayval Williams in a parliament today, you just remember a song when you want them to play and a tricky people them. Choose Jamaica. And the idiot them get tricked with you. Yo, if this is what it means to choose Jamaica, yo, you better start choosing yourself, because choosing Jamaica not equal sense right now. Because if getting this as a result, if this is the result of choosing Jamaica, to have these people get paid millions of dollars in parliament for what we witnessed. No, I never watched all of parliament. I did not. I was live. We catch one little part-time. I hear Damien Crawford ask some question. I hear somebody else ask some question before that. And I say, boy, rough pan Fayval, you know. Yeah, man, it's tough to see it. You can't see she has sweat. You know when they in our exam. And the question ain't too hard. But it's not funny, you know. But it's funny at the same time. I know them way because her being incompetent, which she is, or which she appears to be, based off just, oh, she does not. As a person with numbers, bro, one, you have to be accurate. Two, you have to know what you're talking about. It's like you have to communicate in a one way where we can say yes. Listen, the finance minister is the co-captain of a ship, you know, in terms of the power structure of a government, you know. Listen, the finance minister is second in command, you know, to the prime minister, you know, in terms of the power structure, you know. The finance minister deals with every department of government, you know. Second to the prime minister, you know. The finance minister needs to know what she's doing, ladies and gentlemen. Fayval Williams does not appear to know what she's doing, and Everal Warmington of all people have to call out the Speaker of the House, right? The man have to call out the Speaker. They cannot believe it. We cannot believe it. Right? JIS. Now tomorrow they are going to have meeting to try to explain. But Fayval probably couldn't explain now.
Drop the cursor over 100
Yeah,
times.
how many turn it off?
Detailed context hits from settings.
You shut off itself.
Bluetooth mode.
Show you how I change my entire network. I use Whisperflow to dictate full prompts with complete context. I describe what I need.
I can't believe something that come up yet.
Everything.
My friend not come up yet. So it connected, but alright. Wait, I owe that. Lady Kiki.
Bills brought from the Senate, petition papers, reports from committees.
Yo, TikTok, you can't hear me? Come like you couldn't hear me a while ago. Yes, yeah, Andrew, I'm Minister of Finance. You have a point. You have a point. I am led to believe that as well. I don't know why this man connect.
Thank you. Notices.
Like and share the video, guys. Like and share the video. No, so from what there.
Go ahead.
Why it take so long to connect?
Power off.
I'm trying to get the speaker connected.
Bluetooth mode.
Okay.
But from other countries, for example, Ghana is coming in to help us with putting those together, where we have material available from donations and otherwise, which make a difference.
You don't know why not connect. My box connect to something else. That type problem. Disconnect. No, sir, I don't want that. That too loud. I have to go disconnect it. That take a while though. I don't know why. Turn it off for me now.
Parliament when he's able to
see that now?
answer in great detail all of those questions. What I can say
Alright.
is
immediate solution. What I'm saying is that
want to listen to this?
we have in eastern Westmoreland, we would have more than 3,300 persons struggling. I'm struggling. We have more than 3,300 persons that their homes have been totally destroyed. Then you have central Westmoreland, right? That would have a next couple thousand that have been totally destroyed. So I'm saying that this amount as an immediate solution is insufficient, and I'm not seeing the allocation to support, say, a voucher system, as you spoke to, because there is need to provide varied solutions to other persons. Now, we are roughly 6 weeks post the hurricane, and those persons are still outside. So I hear persons saying things, but imagine that but for the grace of God, it was one of us that was displaced and outside of a home for 6 weeks. I'm just saying there needs to be a greater allocation here. The 3,300 units, that's fine, but the need is way more than that. And I'm not seeing the allocation to provide other mechanisms through which persons can get temporary. Because now when we go into the communities, most of the people say they have enough food. What they want is somewhere to stay.
True.
And
Member Campbell, just a moment. The permanent secretary will need to provide his answer to the minister for the minister to respond. In addition, the Minister Morgan, who is within the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, has asked for an intervention to assist with this particular response. Oh, sorry, member, your mic is on. My apologies.
It's me here.
Go right ahead, member Warmington.
Madam Chairman,
You want me to know?
I've been here since 1980, came back 2002. And I'm amazed to see that the permanent secretary is responding to questions in this house. The minister ought to respond to any question asked here, not the permanent secretary. So I'm asking, maybe not asking, may I say, we turn to protocol in this house, whereby questions are that directed to the permanent secretary, and the permanent secretary does not respond. Technical officers, consultant advisors do not respond in this house. All answers must be.
No, additionally,
So, Christian Swagwan, Everett Warmington is literally holding the JLP to account. Because Fayval Williams is so weak. Right? And you know why me not go spare Fayval Williams? Because she likes to talk ish. They let her, and this is why I said the parliament is a circus. She allows the JLP, Andrew Wallace and all of them to gas her up. She's literally a clown show. All by herself. She is the center stage in the House of Parliament. 1 month passed and we don't hear nothing from her. And she's the finance minister. Walk on high pace. 1 month, and we don't hear nothing from Fayval about the damages that was done, the assessments. What assessments are going on, her communication with the different ministries, the different ministers, the MPs. We don't hear nothing from Fayval Williams, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to the dealings of the country where we're at economically. For 1 whole month, we don't hear nothing from her. They have been hiding Fayval Williams from the public. Before Fayval Williams went to speak the other day, who spoke before her for like an hour and doing answers and breakdown. Now Andrew come like Andrew the finance minister. Here we are in parliament. Everett Warmington, if you make them know, say, based off how parliament run, she's the one that's supposed to answer these questions, not these subordinates. Why is the finance minister not equipped to answer the questions? And what does that say about the administration that they have a finance minister that appears to be incompetent? Listen, I don't have to know economics to know when somebody is confident and competent. Fayval Williams could have tricked me that she knows what she's talking about. She couldn't persuade me through eloquent or confident lingo. She don't have it. And I'm saying, even while not having that, she still attack ish. SHIT. She still throw shots at the opposition. And the opposition really is trying to spear Fayval. Them like her, you know. If you notice, them not really go after her. Listen, the opposition could literally, and this is a political terminology, not literal. They could literally politically slaughter her in the house, politically, based off her incompetence. The opposition have been very nice to Fayval. And Fayval keep throwing shots. Although the shots are blank still, you know, them not connecting, you know. Because a big nonsense a come out of her mouth, you know. You see me? Them not connect. but she still a throw shots same way. And I'm saying you cannot be a lame and throwing shots, bro. Bro, listen, ma'am. Stick to the numbers. Concentrate on the facts. Concentrate on knowing what you're supposed to know. First thing, study. And you are getting all these millions of dollars for what? To be a puppet? For the puppeteers? That is also a puppet? Yo, this bad bridging. Everyone, I cannot believe it. Look at everyone with that. Everyone with that.
Your mic is on, Member Warmington.
Hold on. Then, when I'm speaking, I do not expect anybody to cut off my mic.
Anybody.
I came back here.
Warmington.
Let me finish.
Member Warmington.
Yo, me say the brother where I sit down beside Mrs. Oldness. Yo, me say the man that did laugh and the man can't hold you know. Normally, me never see them man they laugh in a parliament yet, you know. Me never see them man they laugh yet. Yo, the man that did laugh.
On a point of order.
No,
On
Chairman,
a point of
you don't
order
come
from
point of
chair.
order.
From the chair. Member Warmington, you have several mics on, and I don't even need to call on any privilege as chair.
Madam,
Listen. What's your name? Juliet Nunes forgot that she was the Speaker of the House. And Juliet Nunes called a point of order. As the Speaker, she can't call a point of order. Yo! Brother, Jamaica mash up, you know? Jamaica mash up. What me say Jamaica do? Jamaica mash up. One big circus in a parliament. And at the ruling party of the circus, you know? Not the opposition. Opposition have to get serious and they know say no, these questions are valid questions. You understand? We need to know what the hell is going on. We cannot go in a recovery phase and we don't know, we don't have the specifics to go off. So we can measure how things are truly going. Right? Tell us what it is. That's why she's in parliament as the finance minister. She's supposed to come and tell the nation what is going on. This is a person that said the ruling party fully done. But Fayval Williams can answer simple questions. But anytime Damien Crawford comes to ask questions, people start stutter. Just simple question, but them fully done. Come on. You don't even believe that. You don't even believe that. The only fully done them are over jail there. Darrell Vaz, fully done. Fayval Williams, fully done. Need I go more? Need I go on? Sometimes you have to wonder about all Andrew Honest. Sometimes I really wonder about him. I tell you that. I really wonder about myself. In break. Him know if he regurgitate something, yes. Him good pan that. And you can't tell lie like whoa, but in break. Yeah, no, trust me. He man makes some arguments sometimes like. He never hear when him say that before. So why am I say this now? So why am I contradicting? Anytime I hear Andrew say, let me be clear, just know say whole place get foggy. Everything get foggy. You can't see nothing when you start talk. It's a mirage. I say you stay. You don't know what going on. Let me be clear. Everything get dark.
You had other persons also making a point of order.
But they can't cut me off in the middle of it.
Have no clue if you're finished, and I didn't know
I
your
was
mic
not
was off.
I did not complete one
So
statement, Madam
kindly
Chairman.
complete your statement.
Madam Chairman, may I say to you, you cannot call point of order as Chairman
No,
and
well,
Speaker.
I don't even
Point
want
of
to
order
privilege.
can come from only the floor.
You
not
had-
from you.
Intellectually bankrupt brain.
You had one. You
Think
had
of yourself Mickey Natural.
you had one from the floor.
No. The chairman can come on the point of order me. We can call point of order, the chair or the speaker. But I'm saying that I've never seen it in my 38 years.
Yes, and you have said that before, and you will not repeat in the house.
But I'm
Complete your...
Yo, bro, we don't have to watch Parliament, bro. Yo, this a timestamp. This a near the 3 hour mark. Like 3 hours and 2 minutes. So you have to go back to about 2 hours and 59 minutes. Yo, right us out within our 2 hours and 2 minutes and 26 seconds. 3 hours, 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Sorry. And the brother was stuck beside Mrs. Holness. Yo, we said the man I look sorry, the man I say, look up, no. Yo, we not gonna try Wally. Yo, we said the man I try to maintain some level of professionalism, but yo, when the man look for Mrs. Holness, I look for everyone in the coast, the one another day, the man a dead brother. We said they sound like then they go club.
the chairman can come on the point of order me. We can call point of order, the chair or the speaker. But I'm saying that I've never seen it in my 38 years.
Yes, and you have said that before, and you will not repeat in the house. Complete your complete your intervention, Member
Madam
Warmington.
Chairman.
Member Warmington.
Madam Chairman.
Complete your intervention without repetition.
I have the greatest respect for you, but do not. I have the largest number of voting stock, 10,000 plus. So do not do it. And don't cut me off either. Let me speak. I'm saying.
Hey, Juliet, get quiet, you know? No, man, everyone want me to know normal, man. Juliet, get quiet. The man say, hey, Juliet, I have the biggest level of respect for you. Don't violate. Calm down. One done. You remember good? Yo, hold on there. Who this? Oh, Mikey Natural, I say. You know what Mikey Natural, I say. So, I say, straight for fish fry.
You sure it's your parliament or do my fish market? No?
Brother, talk up the man.
You sure it's your parliament that how come the speaker go like she run the ground, she run the yard, you know why you know what poor people are sent through their representative.
Brother, me say, yo, the lady, everyone want me to she not have strength for, that's all me know. That's all me know.
The truth, man. How she as a speaker appoint to order with the bumbo class she get her literacy from.
Miss Chicago Wago. Take time with the bad with them, they on YouTube.
Oh, sorry, no disrespect, but
yeah, man.
Which parliament you ever hear the speaker of appoint to order?
I never have forced me to hear that, but my man they get her flustered, you see me? Yeah, man, he get her flustered, man. You understand?
She have this condescendence. She have a thing called condescendence. So she have deal with the opposition. And you can see Dr. Stevie Wonder in America and
yeah,
blind.
Definitely.
The way how she deal with the opposition versus member. She can't even pronounce the word MEMBER properly. You know, and her the way how she muscle up to say some words. What the phrase she uses even? She tell them the repeating thing. But she have that she try to hone that because I cannot say new words to her vocabulary because it not muscle memory come out to her mouth. And she feels that people are psychologically inclined. Yo, me have a university degree too. That can't walk in none of my shoes and much by little toe. Plus inside my size 13. She need to fix up, brother.
She not ready.
International disgrace.
She not ready, man. She not ready.
And some people are going like, oh, it's the Prime Minister's wife. Well, if she's a member of Parliament, number one. Mrs. Siaga never in the House of Parliament. Beverly Manley never in the House of Parliament. The two of them is to come together and strengthen the women's movements as two Prime Minister opposition wife as one. That me know.
Marketing, big up. Yeah.
That me know. As some know the thing go. Beverly Manley and Mrs. Yaga used to come together and do programs with women. And some know the thing go. They never in a parliament building. See? So she had a man royal attitude. Come out, brother.
I agree. They're ready.
And people say, oh, you be rude to them, right? Why is this woman taking over parliament and make it look like a shit nightclub or fish market downtown? And the most disgraceful speaker in any house of parliament right now.
She vindictive bad, man. She vindictive bad.
It only takes 5 facial muscles to smile. She used 20 to look damn ugly. She didn't smile a while and give her a blasting face arrest. And when she attacks, she muscle up to speak English. Boy, she didn't even fix up, brother. I'm to you, Mitchie.
That's you, man. She's very disrespectful for you, man.
What she think? Brother, let me tell you something, man. That's in my doorway. That can't walk and come. I don't want them to same thing they near for me. I can't talk to my dog or my cat like that.
Facts.
Are you crazy?
Much less me.
Eh? She can't pass the gate for him call to me.
Straight up.
Yeah, man.
Straight up.
And their attitude. They don't realize they don't go international. When they
Yeah.
look at international topics.
They don't realize that. I want things still. Yeah, man, respect, but more left this video. We have to hold our people to account. You know, so the young to parliament, but they need to understand the standing orders them in a parliament because they might use it against them, you see me? Sometime. You understand what I say? It's a fair critique. You understand?
Well, here's the biggest problem now, Bolo. When they compete to say who can win the election, that's a PNP and JLP. When it convert to the parliament building, the colors gone through the window.
Yeah, I understand that.
No. We are supposed to conduct and build the country. As far as me concerned, you know, and as far as the whole world see, they are the ones retarding the growth of Jamaica and then 2 people in the parliament building there, you know.
Yeah.
And it goes without saying. So me I see people who don't love the country.
True.
Love Jamaica.
True.
They don't respect
True.
Jamaica. Remember, our anthem is a prayer.
Yes.
See? And when they say, I pledge you loyalty, love and loyalty, my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength. Brother,
You have it right in front of me right now. Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body. In the service of my fellow citizens, I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. You understand? It's a serious, it's a serious pledge that pledge to take discipline, dedication, respect. You understand? You can't go on and attack, deal with the people like that in a parliament. Yeah. Honesty. You understand? Diligence.
I'm first thing I face too ugly for the parliament. You can't look so ugly every day. Come on, fix up and rat. Come on, man.
Hey.
Only take 5 muscles. 5. Only 5. She use 20 every day to look ugly. No. She just stress face that. I can't do this, brother.
Alright, my boss. Let's see how it is. Respect.
Alright, Mitchie.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Let's continue.
Hey, when a member raises an issue, it's only minister can respond in his house, not permanent secretary officers. I'm trying to get attention to this house. I came in and Haiti, never before. But I don't finish yet. Can't cut me off. I'm saying only the minister can respond. The permanent secretary, technical officer must advise her what to say. Don't cut off my mic, you know. Don't do it again.
No, the opposition just had to sit there and allow Fayval Warmington to fight the good fight. Say nothing. Because the man is absolutely right. If it's one thing, Fayval Warmington, no, he know the standing orders. You hear how long the man same day the parliament for? 30 how much years? Him is an elder statesman to the parliament. When I agree with him dirty lifestyle, but it is what it is. The truth is the truth. Not true. The truth is the truth, man. And the truth shall set you free. My thing is this. I just want him more obviously because I've seen Mr. Willie Rattigan point it out several times. And he's right. The PMP, representatives, the opposition. Wow. Alright, I will send me that. Somebody just send me one hat and mustache, big up yourself, comrade, up. You see the goal? Oh, 5 of them there are 15 goal. I don't even remember. But just put that up there. They say, now him know the rules of parliament. Him know, if you want to learn the rules of parliament, every time can teach you. Via some type of digital link, where, you know, you're not in the same place with them. I recommend. But anyway, let's continue. What kind of advertisement is for my continuation? Calm down.
Are you finished, Member Warmington?
You hear how Juliet calm? Juliet said, are you finished, Member Warmington? No, back and forth with them Warmington, you know? Hey, don't you know if you're frightened? You think Juliet I eat that? You think Juliet I eat that? What kind of secret they will want me to African people? I'm bad, sir.
You're finished? You have a point? Okay. Thank you.
Chairman.
Any over the one of the people them from over our side, they would have hear how she take them on. More see the situation with what's your name? Miss Brownberg.
Member Russell have
insufficiency of the resources that have been allocated and the extent to which these resources have been made available to schools thus far.
Good question. Member Russell, remember your mic is on. Minister will answer those, and then Member Crawford, you will be next, and you'll do the same. No, it doesn't matter if you have multiple questions. What it does, instead of us having to break for the minister to consult, one member from the team can jot the questions down, and they can continue the discourse to put the notations together that may be required by the minister, so that when she's responding, she's able to flow from one question to the next.
Okay, member. I know the member asked several questions, and let me give you a perspective, member. So the number of schools that were damaged was 721 out of 1,010. To date, 850 schools are open. The schools would have received the grants, the cleanup grants. They would have all received the cleanup grants, and the total for that.
Listen to how Angela Brownberg
wait. Angela get mad in a parliament today.
Committee.
We never see this. Kasha, do you do
have a smooth process.
Good night, user. Big
that we highlight the part of the budget that we're asking in relation to, and that we proceed.
Minister of Finance,
Angela.
you should commence.
Thank you.
Minister of Finance.
Hold on there. Our Mama Brownberg said.
This is how Angela Brownberg had to respond to them.
What one?
This is how Angela Brownberg had to respond.
What?
She had to get up on her feet, get
No,
up out
man,
of
never
her
go
chair,
find that
and
time
stand
stop.
up
Never
like
go
a
find that time.
nanny she is, and show them she not afraid of them.
No, sir.
That is the kind of
That's a
fire
point
that
when they
Jamaica
act like-
wants from the opposition.
Oh,
That is the kind
no,
of
me
fire.
if you know when that happen.
I want to send up some super chat tonight if you don't want me to talk up the things. That is the kind of fire that Jamaica wants. You might not get it from Mark Golding, but other members of the opposition is ready to do it. Because this Yamid government, this Tutsi government,
Yes.
this Yamid government, they are saying they need 350 million to help JPS. They are only given JPS 150. It simply means there's a void of 200 million.
Exactly.
Does that mean with the void, there are places that will not get the electricity?
Simple logics.
That is what Angela Brownberg and Dayton Campbell is defending. Where is going to be the void to see to it that other areas that don't get the electricity gets it? This Yamed Tutsi government. This Yamed Tutsi government. This Yamed Courtney Tutsi government. They have done too much to you all, and you have taken it.
True, man.
You have listened to it. You have taken it for far too long in this country. And you know the funny thing, as much as I don't like Clifford, I despise Clifford the Bulldog. You have to give Clifford the credit where credit due. Clifford stood up to them because they were all protecting the inept minister, and Clifford the Bulldog saying no, too much protection for Fayval. Let she answer the questions. And this is what the old harlot Juliet Holness did to Clifford the Bulldog. Look how them turn pan them one and they are today Jamaica. Look at it. Look at it.
All answers.
No, I'm not gonna play that back. But them cut off Miss Angela Brownberg mic. But people more showing to say, I want to show you guys how incompetent of a finance minister we have. Listen to that question from Mr. Omar Newell. I don't remember the constituency in St. Mary. But listen to this.
For you, Member Newell will go first, and then Member Campbell will go second.
Listen to that question
What?
from
Member
Omar
Newell.
Newell.
Thank you, Chairman.
Never find Angela Brownberg part.
Yes, I don't need a lot of time. Chairman, page 15,000-7.
Oh,
848,400,000 for the additional support for the Constituency Development Fund. I'm seeing now PS where on page 4 of the amended document, amended estimates, 747,400 of that amount was transferred from OPM. And I'm seeing on page 5 an amount of 850 million, for the end of your mitigation program. But of that amount, I'm seeing where 102 million came from the Ministry of Finance, and 747 came from OPM. So what I'm trying to find out, PS, that $102 million that would have been left at OPM under the object classification additional requirement for the CDF, I'm trying to get an understanding of what that is. Thank you, PS. No.
Remember,
The
he's
PS
allowed
told me
to
at
ask the question
PAAC.
again for standing finance
Sorry,
if he
sorry,
so chooses.
But just for context, Chair.
Allow the member to ask his question, please.
For context, Chair, for context, the PS indicated that he didn't have the full information. So I'm seeking clarification now. Thanks.
Melissa contingency was the account out.
No, I'm clear on the set aside, Minister. What I wasn't clear on is the significant difference that would have, which I welcome because 1 million per school was way inadequate.
No, that was just for cleanup.
15,007, Minister. I want to direct you there. On page 4 on the revised, the amendment. Last week at PAAC, we had asked for an explanation on the 848,400,000, which the supplementary budget said was additional requirement for the Constituency Development Fund. and we were unable to place it in terms of the information we have where the CDF is concerned. Your revised numbers indicate that 747,400 of that have been moved to the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation and Infrastructure Development for implementation of the special end-of-year constituency-based disaster mitigation. That leaves $101 million, which I'm assuming...
Rights of the Standing Finance Committee
oh my God.
of the House of...
My bad. Ooh, no, I need that. No.
150.
feet. Well, what I'm seeing, Minister, on page 4 of represents, and whether it's still under the classification.
Response needs to be open. 1,000
Constituency Development Fund. Can you explain?
Yeah, right, that's all.
All right, I'm advised that the 747 million for the special end-of-year constituency-based disaster mitigation was placed in head 1500, which is the office, 15,000, which is the office of the Prime Minister, but it was inadvertently allocated there. So it has been transferred since then to head 1900, which is the Ministry of Economic Growth and Infrastructure Development, to be utilized by the NWA as follows: National Cleanup and Resilience Building Program 630, and targeted responses to urgent and emerging needs 220 million.
Which leaves a balance of $101 million. Can you indicate what that represents and whether it's still under the classification of additional requirement for the Constituency Development Fund?
So, member, instead of 747, it's now 850.
Well, what I'm seeing, Minister, on page 4 of your revised document, I'm seeing 747, which was revised from OPM. So I'm trying to get an understanding of the remainder.
Why the long pause? Why the long pause? I'm not doing nothing. It's paused. She must be trying to find out or figure out the answers. Damn. Wow. She confused. No, it come like your man ain't gone for recess. Watch out. I thought my time to her. Now fast forward the 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
Member, we have to
now.
get an explanation for that 101 million from the office of the Prime Minister. I don't know.
Thank you, Minister. In your presentation last week, you said already our international partners have indicated that within that package that's announced, there's about 450 million for JPS. And what that will do is allow for a loan of 150 million to be repaid back to us. So we get back the liquidity. Minister, would you agree that just based on the questions asked earlier and the answers that you have given, at best?
What do you mean by speculative?
Meaning the loan is not there. It depends on JPS and the multilaterals working out an agreement for that loan to become available.
We've given or undertaken to JPS.
No, Minister, I'm speaking specifically to, I quoted you from the Hansard, where you said the 450 million, what that will do is allow for our loan of 150 million to be repaid back to us. I'm asking if that was accurate, or if you would accept that that was a premature statement.
It was a statement that we believe will happen because
we wish along with you, Minister. Thanks.
What? I'm sorry?
Yo, me have to play that back, you know. I don't think y'all caught that. I don't think I fully appreciate what just happened a while ago. I don't think we fully appreciate what Mr. Omar Newell just did to Fayval Williams. The man quoted Fayval Williams, you know, in a statement she made, you know, a statement that appeared to be a matter of fact. Quoted her on the statement, then look at the upgraded facts that are there and called her out to say, well, don't you think you misspoke and that was not accurate? And then, I mean, look at what you said. You have to play that back. I'm sorry.
Oh, speculative at state partners.
Listen to this.
Thank you, Minister. In your presentation last week, you said already our international partners have indicated that within that package that's announced, there's about 450 million for JPS. And what that will do is allow for a loan of 150 million to be repaid back to us so we get back the liquidity. Minister, would you agree that just based on the questions asked earlier and the answers that you have given, that that statement is premature and the loan is at now speculative at best?
What do you mean by speculative?
Meaning the loan is not there. It depends on JPS and the multilaterals working out an agreement for that loan to become available.
We've given or undertaken to JPS.
No, Minister, I'm speaking specifically to, I quoted you from the Hansard, where you said the 450 million, what that will do is allow for our loan of 150 million to be repaid back to us. I'm asking if that was accurate or if you would accept that that was a premature statement.
It was a statement that we believe will happen because
we wish along with you, Minister. Thanks.
What? I'm sorry? I never said we believe will happen. So member, you have no idea Member, let me say, member, just let me say, since the announcement of this 150 million US dollar loan to JPS, you would have heard the minister talk about what it will do in terms of just ensuring that we have electricity island-wide over the next 2 months, which is significant. Otherwise, persons without would have to wait for a much longer period of time. And I just want to say to you that there are so many persons who called me to say how very proud they are of the government and the ability of the government to be able to extend US $150 million to our electricity company. I can't think of another time, another government, certainly not on your side, that would have been able to do this.
Member from Eastern Westmoreland.
Chairman Mike.
Yeah. Minister, just to follow up on that, despite the fanfare that is going on. Minister, if JPS is requiring $450 million so that the good people of Eastern Westmoreland and elsewhere can receive can receive electricity.
I don't understand what the dunce them a clap about. They just got exposed, you know. Listen, Fayval Williams came on that day and told the Jamaican people a flat out lie. Fayval Williams came out and told us, as if it's a matter of fact, that they are going to be able to get back the 150 and loan it. No, she talk about believe. Believe. It's another pro-box moment, listener. Jamaica, this is we're in trouble. This is, you feel like crying and out and a lie. What the hell is going on? This is our finance minister. This is choosing Jamaica. This is progress and prosperity. God, Jamaica turn one big old circus. Jamaica turn one big old circus, and Fayval Williams is El Laclone. El Laclone. Make me play that backfield lab right there when I say ask what wrong with we. Listen to the question from the blouse and skirt Mr. Omar Newell based off of something will come out of Fayval Williams' mouth. And listen to our answer. This is concerning. This is supposed to be a minister of finance. What the hell is going on? What is actually happening?
Petition last week, you said.
Listen to this.
101 million.
Listen to this.
Of the Prime Minister. I don't know.
Thank you, Minister.
Show.
In your presentation last week, you said already our international partners have indicated that within that package that's announced, there's about 450 million for JPS. And what that will do is allow for a loan of 150 million to be repaid back to us so we get back the liquidity. Minister, would you agree that just based on the questions asked earlier and the answers that you have given, that that statement is premature and the loan is at now speculative at best?
What do you mean by speculative?
Meaning...
Make we look up the word speculative. Because Fayval don't know what I mean by speculative. So we are going like so we don't know neither. Speculative. Alright? Speculative. It means engaged in expressing or based on conjecture rather than knowledge. It was speculative. You understand? Because she don't know if it's a fact. Say I saw it a go, but she stated it as a fact. Involving in high risk of loss. That's speculative. In this case, that's exactly what it means. Of an investment involving in high risk of loss. She don't show about getting back the money, ladies and gentlemen. This is our Minister of Finance, you know. This is concerning. I cannot make this up, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Listen what the lady said. Yo, listen me. Somehow, no, on the laboratory, when you come off, just leave the page alone. Don't commit no foolishness now. Like a black one. My tolerance level is very low for foolishness. I cannot be here giving you logical arguments. I want to come with full argument. This is a circus extraordinaire. The Minister of Finance doesn't know our hand from our elbow or our toe or our heel back. She don't know her head from her bottom. She's talking out of her you know what. Brother, me can't, it'll hurt me, dog. It'll hurt me.
The loan is not there. It depends on JPS and the multilaterals working out an agreement for that loan to become available.
We have.
You hear what he said? The loan depends on the JPS and the multilaterals working out an agreement for them to get the loan. Only sorry for Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are driving, when you are in a taxi and the driver is driving recklessly, do you still have confidence that you're going to make it to your destination? When you're in a one taxi and the driver look like he can't shift gear, the right time, and him not take the corner them good, you don't feel like so you're going to go over a precipice. So if we have a finance minister that does not understand finances, money, complex equations, loans, contracts, to communicate them back to us, we're not in a trouble. May I exaggerate? Am I exaggerating? Aren't we in serious trouble? Mighty God. And anti-Fayval, me buy one Pro Box. Me I make money now. What do you mean when you're in no trouble? No, you in no trouble. What do you mean by that? Anybody that is at Jamaica is in trouble. If this is the individual that is going to see the IMF to negotiate loans, you know say we in trouble? The lady is inherently incompetent. She has not demonstrated any skill or, you understand, any knowledge. When me hear Rastan Ayman talk about economics and finances, me feel like say, me understand everything he must say. Without understanding everything he must say, if you understand what me say. You can know when somebody know what they want to talk about. Listen to Fayval Williams. Listen.
We've given our undertaking to JPS.
No, Minister, I'm speaking specifically to, I quoted you from the Hansard, where you said the 450 million, what that will...
It is not about public speaking. I am talking about competence in your area of your job. It is not about public speaking. I know people that is not the best speaker and the man and the brilliant in their field. Fayval Williams has not demonstrated any brilliance in this area. She has not demonstrated any competence in the area, this area. Not even one time. Even in the debate. Fayval tried to use gimmicks and the gimmicks they now work. Regurgitated. Okay, Hannah, big up yourself. Jesus. Oh my God, we're in trouble, man.
To do is allow for our loan of 150 million to be repaid back to us. I'm asking if that was accurate or if you'll accept that that was a premature statement.
It was.
That's exactly what it was.
It was a statement that we believe will happen because
we wish along with you, man.
It is a statement that we believe will happen. Vera, Mommy, you hear Fayval? You didn't listen to part I the No man, when the man asks her about the loan to JPS. No, it's not even about can't answer. She gave an answer. She said, we believe that is something that would happen. And when she said it, she said, this is what is going to happen. And she said it with confidence to assure us, the Jamaican public, don't worry. We are the best government. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. That's what she was communicating when she was talking about the loan. The fact that we can access this whole heap of money and they might get 450 million. And the 150 will come out. And we'll get back the money as liquidity. We don't worry. Now you see, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Golding, the businessman, the one that knows economics. You see the reason why he was asking the question to Darrell Vaz that he was asking. Let us go back. You remember when this 150 million first came up? You remember? Make you go to Mark Golding page on TikTok. Fastest way to find that video there. Mark Golding. It's called Dear Darrell. Remember Dear Darrell, Cynthia? Dear Darrell.
Yesterday in the House of Representatives, Minister Darrell Vaz told us that JPS needs $350 billion to restore the electricity grid so that people can get electricity. He said that the government is going to take $150 million and lend it to JPS. I asked him, so what about the other $200 million? Are we going to ensure there's a plan that puts that money in place before we risk our 150 so that the full 350 that he said is the amount required is available to JPS? At that point, he went on a tirade, calling people bad mind, heartless, and all kind of foolishness. It was a simple question, it was a logical question, and it's a question they need to answer. Because we need the grid fixed, we need it fixed as quickly as possible. It's going to cost $350 million to do it. Only $150 million is on the table. What's the government's solution for that gap? Simple. And Minister Vaz, I have one more question. If it's $350 million to restore electricity, and you're willing to lend them $150 million without knowing where the other $200 million is coming from, which section of Jamaica are you willing to sacrifice by proceeding without sufficient money to fix the problem? So if only part of Jamaica is going to get fixed, which parts are not going to get fixed? Because we only have $150 million and not the $350 that it will take to do the job. Yesterday in the House of Representatives.
Very comprehensive, logical questions. And the dunce, Darrell Vaz, get up and say, "Oh, the bad mind, I don't know what the people that get like." I have people there in the comment section really championing this foolishness. If one part of, if 350 million to fix the entire grid, and you only have 150, if you was to do a percentage based off the actual numbers them, right? 350 minus 150, 1% of that would be 3.5, which is 3.5 is 1% of 350. So when you minus 150, all you have to do now is divide the 3.5 into the 200, right? And then you would get the answer as to how much you actually, you know? Alright, remember do the maths, because I love maths, you know. Because I don't want to confuse you. I know what I'm saying in my mind, but it probably not register for you. Alright, 350 million, see? When I divide 350 million by 100, you get the 1% of 350 million, which is 3.5 million. When you divide 200 million by 3.5 million now, so divide 200 million by 3.5 million, what you're gonna get is the percentage of Jamaica that would not be fixed. The grid itself, approximately. So 57.14% of the grid would not be fixed if they only got 150 million. The 150 million would only be able to fix almost 43% of the grid. So when Mark Golden asked the question, what portion of Jamaica are you willing not to fix? Have you decided that? What portion are you going to sacrifice? Because if them don't get the loan yet, and if you don't give them a new contract so they can go borrow the money, you're still short 200 million. So suppose them don't get the money. It is an uncertainty. It's not a certainty. That is the point where man make, aside the man asked her in a parliament, it's literally speculative. This loan I was talking about, it wasn't a guarantee. But they want to, because the people, most of the people them is not going to follow up this thing like that, and them know they are preying on your lack of knowledge or illiteracy to the topic, or even your basic level of comprehension to the basic things of the topic. Because this is a maths problem, you know. Everything is a maths problem. 350 million, 150, you give them 200 left. Where you get the next two? And why you give them the 150 before them get the next two? So they can have all the money so they can fix everything one time by the end of February. If they actually get the 2 million, would I feel good? Because I want the people to get back like by February. But these things have to be ironed out. Because what is happening now, you're jumping on an unsecure situation that inevitably is going to come back and bite the people of Jamaica because of your bad management as a government. And then when Mark Golden points this out, to save you and the people of Jamaica, you the embarrassment and the people of Jamaica pocket, we are going to bond them, then picnic, pocket are going to bond them to pay back these things. You want to jump up and talk about, oh, on a bad mind, on a bad foolishness. Rubbish. 57.1% of the grid will not be fixed if them cannot get $200 million. You know, she said, listen, I don't even know why certain people come to Parliament. There's people like me that could do a better job in Parliament. I kid you not. I'm a very fast learner. I said, give me 6 months to a year in a Parliament. Standing order, everything, down to the T. You see anything me I do? I I immerse myself in it. Is that the right word, immerse or submerge? No one say the wrong thing, you know. Immerse, relating to our characteristics of aquatic plant reaching above the surface. No, submerge. Submerge would be the word. Submerge. Underwater, exactly, submerge. Anything I'm doing, I would submerge myself in it. So it can absorb it. I'm a very bone. You guys know that for those who just come onto this platform, if you go back to my platform, I mean, this just happened, you know? I never used to watch news. I never used to business about no politics. I didn't care. I'm not a die-hearted nothing. For those who know, I'm a supporter of the UIC. But I understand the dynamics of this culture of Jamaica. And out of the two major political parties, it's clear who is the right choice. It is the PNP, both by history and present action and governance. And there's no argument. Nobody can argue with me about that. The JLP is the devil's advocate. That entire organization has been the weapon form against this country for years. Their history is terrible. From human rights go straight down. Them have an unbelievable, terrible history. Rumors about them, the shower passing, all of it. Right? The home burned down. CIA. Right? Siaga. Destabilizing Jamaica. The man's entire history is marred in nasty, divisive, wicked, evil tactics towards the Jamaican people. Carrying all of the rest of them dead or alive. Mobile, Coral Garden, even Tide Home, Bundong, be all people. Wicked government. Talk about finances. Before I was born, right? Edward Siaga had this country. I mean, every seat. And he did not grow the economy. The dollar plummeted. Education suffered under Edward Siaga. The people suffered. And he had Andrew Wallace the same, 49 seat. Can't grow the economy. Or refuse to. Corruption, nepotism, cronyism. But this is too much. An incompetent minister of government in the finance ministry. This is deadly to a country's survival, especially one that needs to be fiscally prudent. Thank God for the fiscal law the fiscal law with the PNP them put together. Jihad Wagwan. Thank God for the fiscal law that the PNP put together. But now they're going to relax the law now because of this thing. They have to do it. So I am in fear for our country's financial and our kids' survival with a Fayval Williams being at the helm. I am scared for our future, ladies and gentlemen. I am very concerned. This is no joke. This is no joke.
Minister. Thanks.
What? I'm sorry? I never said we believe will happen. So member, you have no idea
the audacity of Fayval Williams telling somebody they have no idea while looking like and sounding like she has no idea. I mean, Triple X big up yourself. The sheer audacity of Fayval Williams saying, member, you have no idea. While looking like she has no idea and sounding like she has no idea. Man, this is some sad, boy, we in trouble, boy.
You have no idea Member, let me say, member, just let me say, since the announcement of this $150 million loan to JPS, you would have heard the minister talk about what it will do in terms of just ensuring that we have electricity island-wide over the next 2 months, which is significant. Otherwise, persons without would have to wait for a much longer period of time. And I just want to say to you that there are so many persons who called me to say how very proud they are of the government and the ability of the government to be able to extend US $150 million to our electricity company. I can't think of another time, another government, certainly not on your side, that would have been able to do this.
You know, some things I don't think it's worth responding to. Because I think we should know that this is just pure utter nonsense she's speaking. Like, I hope that we know she's speaking. Do I need to rebut that? No, I'm asking, guys, do I need to rebut that? Is anybody here confused that I don't understand, so she just tell a lie one? It's like 1995 never happened. It's like PJ Patterson never pay off the IMF. I want you to think about this happening in 1995. Melissa hit. We paid off the IMF. First of all, JPS contract would have been rewritten. There would have been some type of amendment or adjustment already. Because as it stands, them have too much autonomy. And the PNP did it already. Remember what I think PJ did? He bring in Digicel and all those other companies so the people them can get a better deal of it where telecommunications is concerned. Yes? So PJ did that. So looking back at PJ and his mindset, what do you think PJ would have done in this situation? The JPS, the whole thing would have been organized already before Melissa. Worst burial go happen, you know PJ would have been proactive. You understand? And PJ have the bright minds them around him and him bright too. So we know that PJ would have already negotiated a contract with JPS that suited with all the different things that needs to be tweaked that suited the people of Jamaica for a light bill to go down. Verna, how you doing? Big up yourself. And thanks for the followers on TikTok. Big up on yourself. Right? And what would that have done? JPS wouldn't need to borrow no money from us. That's the first thing. Because they would have had the contract to go to all the many places they can go and say, listen, we have an 8-year contract and we need some money. They would have get it easy. And the grid would have fixed. Our tax dollars wouldn't have to be lent to JPS. So they're using that ability to do that as a hooray moment. Follow me, you know? As a hooray moment. As if we can't find better things to do with the $150 million, like fix the people them house and their roof or something, so they can get somewhere to live. In a Jesus name. It is too easy, bro. I'm not even a finance minister, bro. This is too easy. And these are the incompetent people and we are getting millions of dollars them a month time. No, I'm not a bad man, but come on. Let me tell you something. I think I might have to run for office. Marvin Edgar, sir, I think I might have to run for office. You start one party, Marvin? No, this is... What kind of foolish thing? And this is the eat that the man at the bench then.
Member from Eastern Westmoreland.
Chairman Mike.
Yeah. Minister, just to follow up on that, despite the fanfare that is going on.
Let me hear what Mr. Julian Robinson said, because Mr. Julian I make some questions to Fayval, you know. Because I'm going back. Because, you know, Julian are to play.
Other heads are mainly reallocations requested by the MDAs.
All right, thank you, Minister. Before I go to
Hold on, member. Repeat your last statement, Minister.
Yo, don't do... Oh my God. Hold on. Down to Juliet Bonus, Mrs. Juliet Bonus. Down to she have problem with Fayval, you know. Oh my God, oh man. No. You want to see her? She said, Minister, repeat that again. What you say? She not even hear her. You know when I know something wrong? Thank you very much, Neshki. We go through that already.
That's correct. That's correct, Madam Chair.
We actually go through that already with warmings and after I tell him so yo.
And skills.
And
so that will be reflected on page 13. Page 13.
We can get the tops up to 50,000.
Since you're on that point, can you just indicate what the additional amounts are for? Is that for repairs to schools, etc., arising from Melissa?
Yes. Yes, Hurricane Melissa relief and response, Ministry of Education.
No, you know,
I know colleagues will have some follow-up.
I'm wondering if isn't there supposed to be like a communication, proper communication, proper sit down with the different individuals have different responsibility to communicate effectively to the Minister of Finance. Isn't she supposed to be like a liaison where all the information goes to? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Me frustrated. I don't understand why she a buck shuffle so much and she don't know what, like she does not know what going on with that. This is Black Beauty Wagwan. This is terrible.
Of course, specific to areas in their constituencies and schools, but I just wanted a broad answer as to what it represented.
amendments for the Ministry of Culture for hurricane-related expenditure, and that will be reflected on page 14 of the report that you have. And there's $91 million to head 22.
You should best start with the page number, so persons can get to the page number
14
that you're speaking from, not say it at the end.
Please go to page 14, Madam Chair. There you will see the allocation of 208.
Yo, me say, down to Juliet Oldness of your guide. You remember? I think you should tell us the page number before you start reading from the page. Isn't that common sense? Isn't that common sense? For everybody to be educated, the document is there. Wouldn't it be common sense to say, listen, go to page 14. On page 14, section, second paragraph, whatever, guide the process so the process can move swiftly. Fayval.
$80 million to the Ministry of Culture for hurricane-related expenditure. And then finally, Madam Speaker, on page 8, you will see $91 million to head 22,000, which is water, environment, and climate change for administrative expenses. Amendments to other heads are mainly reallocations requested by the MDAs.
All right, thank you, Minister. Before I go to
Hold on, member. Repeat your last statement, Minister. The last sentence you said amendments.
I said amendments to other heads are mainly reallocations requested by MDAs. Within MDA.
Ministries, agencies, and departments.
Thank you, Minister.
Minister, before I go to my substance.
You know, say, Neshki, you give me an idea. More all on on TikTok, come subscribe to my YouTube page. Yeah? I'm going to put up, I think I have it in this. Hold on there. Only give me a second, don't move. Alright, since as, you know, every time we get everybody over TikTok, come over here, so. You know what I mean? Yeah. Come over YouTube. Alright, so am I back? I'm back. Alright, so let me put this on the screen for you guys. Zane. So they can join my YouTube page. Alright. See it there? I'm going to flip my camera now. So you can see it properly. You want to follow me on YouTube, yeah? It's not every time I'm going to be able to come on TikTok, guys. So I want you guys to follow me on YouTube. See there? Those are my YouTube pages. I usually operate on Bolo VNR 2.0 and Bolo VNR clips the most. I'm actually live on them right now. Okay, so I want to encourage you guys to go subscribe to my YouTube pages. Everybody, that's, you know, you're interested, you like the dialogue, you like the perspective, you know what I mean? I do it more frequently over there. So it's right there on your screen, and you can screenshot that. The bottom picture, obviously, that was a topic I spoke about earlier. The wicked agenda exposed when it comes to the account and chief and everything. When the JLP are trying to accomplish, yes? Right? Yeah, man. So, we can move on. Alright. Let's continue. Fayval Williams. Mighty God. Help us. We need help, Father.
100 times a day, but typing detailed context takes forever. So you send lazy prompts.
The documents that we have seen suggest that if the government was to borrow, the interest rates that they'll likely be able to achieve was approximately 12 to 15%. Is that correct?
Absolutely not. Significantly lower.
It will be significantly lower. Do you have an estimate of the rates that the government would be able to borrow?
The average rate, member, and if you look at our debt profile publication, you will see that it is in the single digit range.
Yes, so can you give me a better understanding? Is it 3%, 7%, 8%?
9%. Oh my God.
So member, as you can imagine.
No, hold on there. This person say I be every PMP asks where Vaz explained to them already. You just expose yourself as a fully dunce. I'm not telling no lie. That was the dunces coming tonight. You get the award. Damn. Where say Nix? Where say niche kick? No man, you have to subscribe for 20 minutes first and then you can type over it. It depends on subscriber only, so you're not gonna be able to type right now. You can go and watch on YouTube, yeah? Yeah.
Or source of financing. There are different sources of financing. You have the commercial market, commercial market local, commercial market international. You have our international partners, and in each of those, the rate would be different. International partners, very low single digit. Domestic market, single digit as well. International market, single digit. So if you were to average that across the entire portfolio, it still comes back to a single digit number.
Madam Minister, single digit can vary from 10 to 9. So I'm asking if you can give us a ballpark or range of where the average interest rate would be.
Simple. This is so sad. Why is this taking so long?
All right, so member, just to direct you, there is a publication that's done. It's called our medium-term debt management strategy. This one goes from fiscal year 2025 to 2026 to fiscal year 2028-29, and it goes in great detail about the loan portfolio. And as I flip through the pages, you will note that
she don't know, she don't know. Jesus, she don't know. Father God, she don't know. Fayval don't know. She doesn't know. Oh my God.
So if we look at our domestic interest rate, it's about
you know? And that me want to know if she never got you, Chrissy.
all right, so
She never got you
it
before.
goes anywhere from a low of 3.3% to 8.5%, depending on the instrument and the market in which we borrow and the currency.
All right, so thank you, Minister. As it relates to the 3.6 billion US dollars, approximately, that's what, 500 billion in Jamaican, is...
Yo, Giadim cars, I am depressed. Yo, this is depressing, bro. This is depressing. Our sis, we even know if I sis her, bro, but this is depressing. Somebody say, Nishki said, I feel like Andrew do something spiritually to his supporters, you know. Because at this point, them deaf. Yes, the prophets have spoken about that. We're dealing with spiritual warfare. Hey, these people, them spiritually blind. There's no logic that I speak on here that will get through to them. The evidence, the logic, it doesn't go through. They are zombies at this point following the government. You understand? These lab rats, some of them are zombies following the government. They don't exude critical thinking. When it comes to them party, I have been critical of the PMP. I have been critical of them. There's one thing I see the PMP that hasn't done that I think that they could have done in this time and led by example for the labor right. One thing. I hold it against them a little bit. I do. And I don't want to repeat it anymore, because I would want them to come to that naturally to say, let us do this together. Invite the JLP, you know. Say, listen, let us do this together. Have it on record. Let them know you're going to go ahead and do this. The deadline is this time if they want to join. And if the leader does not communicate that with the rest of his, if the leader does not communicate that with them louder than me, mommy. If the leader does not communicate that with the rest of his delegates in the JLP, then it wouldn't be the PNP's fault, because the PNP extended the hand to say, let us do this together. To say, yes, we are not trying to play politics or showboat or make you look bad. I think this is a good idea. Let us come together and do this and show the people of Jamaica that we truly, you know, are serious about their plight and what they're going through. Every single 69 seat, everybody. Make them know so the PNP already, everybody in the PNP already, sorry, remember, let's get this show from out here. Yes, so the PNP would have already agreed amongst themselves that this is what we're going to do, and time is of the essence. We only have 2 days to decide whether or not we want to join me, because we're already going to proceed, because the people need our help. You understand what I'm saying? And the help needs to be more immediate. You understand? And do it publicly too. Because Jamaica, no, you see the way how JLP stay and them love thief idea, brother, you have to do it publicly. Next thing you got to say, for them idea and them come up with it. Do it publicly. We are inviting the JLP to join us in this effort in helping the people on the ground in the affected areas. This is what we are going to do. We're taking this amount from our salary as the 28 members from the PNP that won their seat. That's what I would have loved to see Mark Jefferson going on the JLP do. But that window of opportunity in terms of doing it when it would be most effective and started already 1 month past. You see the people that need to get a roof over them head, that money collectively could have helped some people with some supplies, fix them roof and them something. So the ones who need a rebuild of a house, the government would probably have to do that. Chrissy, what you say? Mark Golding? No, Chrissy, I am talking about in terms of this. Where would the PNP get cash? Then salary. Then salary. The money where them get monthly. 30% of their money. Whatever that is. Almost a third of their pay dedicated to build back the lives of the people who may lose them house. No, Nishki, I am talking about a united collective effort of all the PNP members. Where you say them do it already? I don't know about that. I know so them have a GoFundMe or something. And I know that PNP MPs are spending their own money. Why them say about visibility? Let me take all that something off high school now. Why them complain about visibility? Alright. Oh, and Simone is adding the councillors too. So if we were to add the councillors to it, that would be a bigger pot. It would have come like a partner jar. 30% of everybody's pay. It don't matter what go on, hotspot, big up. Right? It don't matter if a councillor or MP, 30% of everybody pay when them get money. How my sound? So you see, them get pay. Yeah, when I make the pool bigger, them get pay November, early November or late October when the center them pay from this up. And start roll out Hanover, St. Elizabeth, St. James, Manchester, you name it. St. Anne, some places at St. Anne get mashed up. St. Mary, East Portland. Come on, man. No, 70, they can't go 70%. That is unreasonable. 30% is a true sack. And do that for 6 months. Talk to me. I said do that for 6 months. You see, just like oh the people them at Jamaica around the world take up their order and cash and a throw in a GoFundMe. I expected to see that. Man, somebody said 100 thief enough money, so if you put 70%. He would have to do that on his own fruition. But I would have requested and think 30%, almost a third of them pay would have been adequate to say, yo, them could have deal with it that way then. True. And dedicate it to have it for the next 6 months to a year. All of the people who need instant help, target them, the most vulnerable. The women, the children, the elder them, with that money there. Because the food and everything are coming in, but you see the housing supply, brother. Link up, yo, me tell you say, yo, the man them for link up all of the trade man them, all of the builder them, the building community. Everybody was certified. Everybody was strong and can work in the area. Yo, the government put the thing together, let the money start build back everything fast. I have heard from Ralston Hyman, and we are going to big up TikTok, then approve me appeal. I have heard from Ralston Hyman about the building community, building society. The man them have the equipment them say, you know, to build 3,000 houses a month, you know. The man them have the manpower and the equipment to build 3,000 houses a month. Where's some homes? Oh, you mean the bike them? Terrible, man. It's so like an airplane, yeah, true.
Is any portion of that to be in this supplementary budget?
The deadly silence when Fayval Williams in our room. Yo, you're sitting there laugh. Want to hear that?
Oh, none of that is in this fiscal year's.
None of that is in this fiscal year. If I can go back to the 24 billion for JPS, how would that impact the liquidity and the ability to implement projects going forward this year in this budget?
How would that impact the government?
Yes, to the housing, the water, the food packages, the removal of that 25 billion in a loan to JPS, how would that impact the budget's ability?
It does not. We have ample liquidity to manage what we, set out to do this fiscal year.
Okay. What's the estimated impact of this 3.6 billion on the debt to GDP ratio moving forward?
So, member, we're not gonna take everything on our books all at once.
Big up yourself, Barkley, big up, respect.
We will be very careful about the drawdown.
Nishki say, listen, there's a lot could have been done by now. People like you and more have been talking. Yeah, if the government, what you say? Andrew Freed, mighty God. Yeah, what she say? Yeah, a lot of people have been making great suggestions and honestly giving good critique of the government. You know, if they were truly interested, they would have taken those critiques, you know, with some level of maturity and just really done the right things, implemented the things that made sense. Instead of going to talk about, you know, they're going to argue and I'm going to go to war and trying to push a narrative that they did their very best instead of admitting that, yo, firstly, they admitted that there was a scramble. The fact that you admitted that there was a scramble at first, it means that you failed. Because when you went on CNN, you told us, you know, we have put together a very credible and strong preparation and recovery strategy, and it will enable us to reach the people immediately after the storm. That is what Andrew Wallace said out of his mouth on CNN. I recited it, the amount of time I listened to it, we can't tell you exactly what he said. Now, on the backdrop of that promise by Andrew Wallace, the man is a total failure in this regard. You understand? This is Andrew Wallace. Yes, the government have its agenda and it's not the people of Jamaica. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. There's nobody can argue against that. Based off all the actions that we've seen, all the statements made, he admitted to a scramble. Where say Andrew is oh my God. Where say the Bill Gates agenda in my work? Mighty God. He said tsunami and earthquake is coming to mash up the PM plans. In the realms of the spirit, I felt the PM crying and the earthquake and the tsunami came. Trembling. How can you admit to a scramble and then tell us that? Yes, we responded the best. We're the best government since sliced bread. And we're so great. And another thing, a while ago, Fayval was talking about how, you know, how they have this money, this 150. Fayval, how did you acquire the 150? How do you even have it? A lot of the system in place that has money saved up, guess who wanna get it from? Who implemented those systems? The PNP. All you are. National Housing Trust. Griff, PNP again. And many others. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. There's still some intelligent people left in Jamaica. All of us is not dunce. You can't just come and lie to it. Talking about, oh, I've never seen this happen and do. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
On these facilities that are available to us. As you can imagine, these facilities are to enable us to do big projects that would add to the GDP growth. These projects are going to be over 1, 2, maybe 3 fiscal year.
Yes.
So they
Yo, why the man then put Xavier me on this side? Yo, the man him love set up Fayval Williams. Why the man him put Xavier Main beside Fayval Williams? All Xavier Main do this. Sound like him a listen to one song where Fayval Williams nah sing. Yeah man, the 2,000 a month lady. Only way when I say 2,000 a month, to buy one Pro Box set. All that 2,000 a month they are going for.
There will be a time frame over which these loans would be drawn down as the projects.
So considering so first question, did the Prime Minister misspoke when he said that over 3 years we'll be doing the drawdown? Did he speak?
The announcement, the headline announcement was 3 years
Yes.
from our international partners. But remember,
advertisement, too low.
it's going to depend on the pace of government.
So it might not be
Alright.
3 years.
It will depend on the pace of government.
Okay. So do we have any estimate based on different scenarios over 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? What will be the impact on the debt to GDP ratio?
We've put forward so in our fiscal policy paper memo, we have put out some estimates of
Yes.
where the debt to GDP is expected to be after we hit the 68.3% this year. We are expecting recovery, as we've seen with other disasters. If you look back on Beryl last year, within 2 quarters.
Tony, I'm not going to say that to you, but I know say intelligent enough to know say inflation and everything. It even make no sense for you buy one sit like car, one Pro Box them later, brother. And the money not have the same value. So I waste of time. Somebody say, I just can't take the finance minister serious. She speak with neither authority nor autonomy. Brother, sometimes I don't articulate my sentences like that, and I need to get to that point. What you just said is pure facts. She speaks with either the authority nor autonomy. We can't trust her. I am in fear for our economic structure, our finances. I am in fear that Fayval Williams is the captain of the ship. Even if she's a puppet. Bro, come on. Give me one better puppet. This is terrible. It look bad. Give us a better puppet.
We were able to begin to see economic recovery. I'm not saying within 2 quarters we will see that with Melissa, but there is expectation that GDP will begin to grow again. And together with the capital spending that we need to do and the drawdowns, those have been worked into the estimates that we put out.
Can you give me that estimate, or is it available?
Right. So we have some preliminary estimates in this medium-term publication as we concretize the projects, and we know the life cycle of the projects, and we know the drawdowns. Those will be reflected in numbers in the future. But these are our preliminary estimates that we lay out in the fiscal policy paper interim report.
And at its peak, what is the debt to GDP ratio based on your estimates? What's the peak debt to GDP ratio?
68.3%.
So after the addition of the loans, we expect that the growth would be sufficient to maintain a debt to GDP ratio of 63.8%?
68.3% at the end of this fiscal year 25-26, by the time we get to the end of it. And then as we go forward, we're expecting recovery in our GDP. We are expecting projects to pick up. We're expecting economic activity, and you can see the trajectory for our debt to GDP in these papers. So we're expecting to begin to see a decline again in the debt to GDP.
So based on your estimation, over the next 5 years, the debt to GDP ratio should not be greater than 68.3%?
That is our early estimate.
What is the growth rate that you have used to make this estimation? The expected growth rate to make this estimation?
All right, so member, over the medium term, in terms of real GDP growth, we're looking at 0.7 next year, 3.1 fiscal year 2027-28, and 1% fiscal year 2028-29, and that's the real GDP growth. Obviously, nominal GDP growth would be different numbers.
So our estimation, if we take the full sum loans, are that rates of growth of 3% or less would be able to keep us at 68.3%?
No, we're not going to be kept at 68.3%. With the hurricane this year, our estimation that we will end this fiscal year.
Ladies and gentlemen,
2025-26, which comes to a close at the end of March of next year, that when we look at our debt to GDP, then it will be in the range of about 68.3%, primarily due to the decline in the GDP.
Okay, let me correct my question. Are you suggesting that it's going to be 68.3% or lower at rates of growth of 3% or averaging that 3%?
Yes, we're expecting it to be lower, member.
Okay. Now, we have also seen in the fiscal paper.
No, ladies and gentlemen, may I go to Rastanai, man? Yeah, man, may I go to Rastanai, man? After this debacle in a parliament today.
No, man. When you see even the speaker who is on there.
The tablets at starting, the tablet them when they use to the census. They sent for them yesterday evening, just yesterday evening, to start collecting the data on people who got damage in Melissa. What?
Where they not only consider them conservative economic that they have, and so
that was Marlon Morgan apologizing. So when the Prime Minister Senator Morgan
to people, but
Marlon Morgan apologizing for
and a parliament
I had heard in relation to what I thought he said in terms of getting folks into a consolidated space to make it easier for the data collection. So I heard factually and therefore withdraw that observation I made, because what Colin was suggesting is that if you utilize mass labor, in other words, hire a number of people, deploy them into the space, you will undertake rather the needs assessment in a much more
absolutely.
And what I went on to point out to him in our private conversation is that it is easier said than done. Because as you'll appreciate, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, they utilize an instrument which is called the Jamaica Household Damage, Impact and Needs.
But before we go there, Marlon, because I want to keep it very, very tight and cordial this morning. I think also that before you move on, you should tender an apology to me, because indeed I tried my utmost to correct you that, listen, nothing of the sort. Colin said nothing of the sort, and you raise your voice to a very high decibel, to even try to drown me out and so on. And while I was saying, you don't think an apology is in order publicly, Marlon?
I have indicated to you just now, and let me make myself very elusive, that I aired in relation to what I thought Mr. Bell represented in terms of how the thing is to be approached. And I have withdrawn that observation. So if you want to grandstand...
No, you withdraw. Marlon, we know that you know better than this. When you withdraw, and therefore I apologize. That's how we do it, Marlon. That's what I'm expecting to hear from. Marlon, you have to basically lift the bar, You're a senator and a parliamentary secretary.
I'm only focused on one thing, my brother, and that is keeping folk like you. Yes.
So, all right, fine. So the fact that you want to keep folks like me in check, you don't think you owe us an apology, and you should just do that and cut that.
Sorry, I didn't say in check. But anyway, I note your pressure, your attempt to try and deflect, and I'd like an opportunity to go on.
No, man, no. Hold on, Marlon. No. We're not moving. If you can't attend the apology, we're going to end the conversation.
My brother, I indicated to you just now
Marlon,
that I
you're aired.
to an observation,
Aired.
and I withdrew that observation.
So you need to apologize.
The basis on which I said what I said yesterday,
Uh-huh.
on the basis of which I thought I...
No, you came, and you were bombastic and all of that, Marlon. And I believe that you have to basically lift the bar. Please apologize and move on. So apologize and move on, Papa.
Cause inconvenience to you as the co-host or to Mr. Bell himself, I withdraw and apologize in relation to the inconvenience caused because we have bigger business to focus on, which is this.
All right. So what else? Hold up, Marlon. I conduct the program. You're not coming here with monologue. Allow me to basically put things to you. You now want to make an additional point. I give you 2 minutes to basically make the point, Marlon, because I've taken some calls in this segment here. Go ahead.
Absolutely, I will appreciate that. That's what we call it like anybody else.
Yes, sir.
So just to be clear, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security has a survey instrument where they not only concern themselves with the damage to people, but also people's anticipated economic losses and displacement. In other words, did you have a shop at the establishment? Were you selling ice cream? And what's the kind of economic dislocation?
Yes, man. So the data will give you all of that, Marlon.
So the point I'm making is that the authorities would have trained people to undertake this kind of work.
Yes.
And not only that, they have geolocators that they use in order to establish and verify people's residence.
Marlon.
And so that's an important...
Senator Morgan.
You couldn't just take up people in droves.
Senator Morgan.
So that was Marlon Morgan apologizing. So when the Prime Minister talked about misinformation, but I just want to add something to that. You hear him talk about the data being collected? I am going to break a piece of news right now. Rally's on the line. It was yesterday evening, Monday, the 8th day of December, that the government of Jamaica sent for the tablets at starting to start the collection of the data. You hear me say? Rally? Yesterday evening, the government, Ministry of Labour, sent for the tablets at starting. The tablet them when they use to the census. They sent for them yesterday evening, just yesterday evening, to start collecting the data on people who got damage in Melissa. What can go so?
Okay.
What can go so? Madness. Rally, you were watching the Standing Finance Committee.
Still watching it right now.
What is this, Rally?
Well, it demonstrates the high level of incompetence that we have in the Ministry of Finance and within the government. Right now, the minister is unable to answer the question as to how much is the full amount of money that the JPS needs to restore electricity to everybody. There's confusion right now. She's saying that the Minister of Energy must answer the question and he's there. And the people are insisting, even the Speaker is insisting that she answer the question.
You know, so the Minister have come out and gone.
Yep.
Because she was looking to the Minister of Energy for some...
To answer the question.
Or some people behavior to divert the attention from her. It is an embarrassment.
The whole thing is an embarrassment. The Ministry of Finance is an embarrassment to the country. Even the Speaker has been very upset to them from minute one. Procedural mistakes, they can't answer no question. Everything is preliminary. No, man, this is chaotic, man.
She come with changes and not tell nobody. Julian have said, but based on the bungalow where you give the minister, it look like some significant changes already. Could you point them out? Then the page is not numbered properly.
Even the Speaker have to get upset and I said this long piece of paper. No, man, this thing is amateurish.
But what the Speaker do to her now? You know, the Speaker like the Speaker school them.
Yeah, man, of course.
What?
Of course.
Jamaica. No, Ralston, Isaac asked her what is GDP. No. Isaac said, what is the reality now? We know what GDP was before Melissa. What is it now? She said GDP gone down by 4.5%. That's what she said in her first attempt to answer. Then she tried to go around it and talk about debt to GDP. What is all this story with GPS? They can't answer that.
No, they can't answer the question. That's why I'm telling you, this is the most embarrassing thing. In all my 37, 40 years, the weakest Minister of Finance. Not just the Minister, the Financial Secretary.
So
it's a clown show. Even the Speaker have to be getting upset with them.
It come like she gone past Foggy Mullins, you know?
Yeah, man, past Foggy Mullins. Past Foggy. But at least Foggy have people like Shirley Tyndall and all them people like that. Yeah, man.
So the whole
this
team?
The whole team, not just the Minister, the entire team. The State Minister, the Financial Secretary. No, man. when you see even the speaker who is on their side getting upset with them, they tell you how poor the thing is, man.
Because
no,
it's embarrassing.
Yeah, man, very embarrassing.
Oh man, you will back her up and just fling her out the door and walk with the fire she depend. Come back.
Yeah,
hey, me have something to tell you. Come. No, this is an embarrassment.
Yeah, man. A monumental embarrassment. When you see the speaker having to get so upset with her from minute one until now, you know it's bad.
Brother, yeah, me hear the Prime Minister say, when we talk about the things that will not happen, we are trying to disgrace the country and we're not patriotic. What is this?
Well, the Minister of Finance is a disgrace.
This is something for us to be proud of?
Even the speaker acknowledges that. No, man, this is madness, man.
Is this something for us to be proud of, Raleigh?
No. It's a monumental embarrassment. And it's not just the minister, the entire team.
Raleigh?
They can't answer the question. Everything is preliminary. The procedures are wrong. Everything.
So, she said the loan them can go from a low of 3% to about 8%, Raleigh. 8%? 8% high?
No, I don't say the multilateral loan at 8%. The maximum you get is 5%.
So, you're saying that she chat garbage again?
Yeah, man, she chat garbage again. Yeah, man.
Crawford Presser, give me an idea of what the loan, the interest rate would be like. And she start going on a tangent till Crawford have to stop her and say, give me a figure.
Yeah, man. She never answer any of those questions, either.
Single digit.
Apart from bad mind now, the new word is preliminary. Everything is preliminary. preliminary.
When you say apart from, I not just bad mind now, it's preliminary.
Preliminary, yeah, man. Joke, man.
My God. Raleigh, have you punched? Go ahead.
I've never seen it as bad as this before.
Have you crunched any more figures, Raleigh, as it relates to where our GDP really is, because the minister not telling us? And
well, as I said, the real economists them in the world, the man them who win Nobel Prize. So if you calculate it the right way, the debt to GDP would be 115%. And what about people like Jeffrey Sachs, Joe Stiglitz, Amartya Sen, all them man are reputable economists globally. Yeah, so what am I say? The methodology that we're using is flawed.
Hold on, what methodology the minister is using? Tell us that.
She are using what we call the flow methodology of GDP calculations, which means that all she check is the production losses. She's not subtracting the assets that have been destroyed from GDP.
And you're talking about the asset that we use to do the production?
Precisely. Yeah. So people like Stiglitz, who's a Nobel Prize winner from Columbia University, Jeffrey Sachs, who's an advisor to the UN Secretary General on Economics, Amartya Sen from Oxford, all them man they say it is flawed not to.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I had to use the bathroom real quick. Alright. You're supposed to plug in TikTok. Go now. Sure. You think I joke? Of course, they're supposed to regret it right now. So you're telling me that the people in that constituency voted for Fayval Williams over the PNP lady? Yeah. You're in trouble. The whole Andrew-led administration is a big... Me tell you say a circus. Me tell you say a circus, you know. I never believe. Big old circus. Take this off ice cream, because nobody know. The people, I don't know what the like button has done to these people, but they don't like the like button. The like button is not their friend. On YouTube. Me need some like button warrior on YouTube. Can I get some like button warriors on YouTube to hit the like button? I'm talking about, man. Just hit the like button. Yeah, they mean that. No, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go back. I am sorry. I was listening. But if my memory serves me correct, did I hear that such man apologize? No, we have to go back to that. We can't just, I'm sorry, we can't just pass that. We're not gonna
hear this.
Can't just pass that. Listen to this.
Well, it look like I didn't send it over to the machine to play it. It won't take me a minute to send it, guys. Let me send it after that. Swan crowd. All and funny crowd people.
was reached by, according to you, so Brian, and good morning to the listeners. No, I was reached by Colin Bell yesterday, and he gave me a short exchange in terms of an abbreviated form of what transpired in terms of his conversation with you, and it was very evident to me that I had erred in relation to what I thought he said in terms of getting folks into a consolidated space to make it easier for the data collection. So I erred factually and therefore withdraw that observation I made, because what Colin was suggesting is that if you utilize mass labor, in other words, hire a number of people, deploy them into the space, you would undertake rather the needs assessment in a much more expedited fashion.
Absolutely.
They will be so.
And
but what I went on to point out to him in our private conversation is that it is easier said than done. Because as you'll appreciate, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, they utilize an instrument which is called the Jamaica Household Damage, Impact and Needs.
But before we go there, Marlon, because I want to keep it very, very tight and cordial this morning. I think also that before you move on, you should tender an apology to me, because indeed I tried my utmost to correct you that listen, nothing of the sort. Colin said nothing of the sort, and you raise your voice to a very high decibel, to even try to drown me out and so on. And while I was
decibel, he raised his voice to a high decibel. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to know. You see, when you hear words like that, you have to go to the dictionary. Decibel, a unit used to measure the intensity of a sound or the power level of the electrical signal by comparing it with a given level of logarithmic scale. So he was very loud, ladies and gentlemen. He raised this decibel. What side? Yo, play that, man. Yo, intelligence over here. What you feel like?
Nothing of the sort. Colin said nothing of the sort, and you raise your voice to a very high decibel, to even try to drown me out and so on. And while I was saying, you don't think an apology is in order publicly, Marlon?
I indicated to you just now, and let me make myself very elusive, that I erred in relation to what I thought Mr. Bell represented in terms of how the thing is to be approached. And I have withdrawn that observation. Now, if you want to grandstand...
No, you withdraw...
Pride. So you telling me the party that never make no mistake, that is perfect? Error? And is not humble enough. I don't blame Marlon Morgan. Look at the leader of the opposition. Look at the leader of the country, Andrew Williams. He has no humility in him. He would have done the same thing. You see, this is why a lot of people are going to hell. Pride. Because you can't go before the Lord and apologize the way how Marlon did. Lord, I was speaking, this was on such a name, I erred. And you just move on. You erred and you just move on. There's nothing, just dry us up. And I would love to apologize sincerely because of that error. How about that? But the pride, ladies and gentlemen, for some people, not just men, for some people, because women are prideful as well. Oh, don't let me start. Don't let me start with the pride of women. That rears its ugly head in relationships, but I digress. Men and women have pride. And the pride is what kills us. The pride is what sends us to the gateway of hell. Yeah, man. Jamaican people too proud right now for good on power knees and beg God for mercy. I'm begging to save it from the impending judgment to come. Too prideful. Proud. We are proud people. All the way to hell with pride. Yeah, man. That is the key to hell. Pride. Listen to this guy.
Marlon, we know that you know better than this. When you withdraw, and therefore I apologize. That's how we do it, Marlon. That's what I'm expecting to hear from Marlon. You have to basically lift the bar. You know, you're a senator and a parliamentary secretary.
I'm only focused on one thing, my brother, and that is keeping folk like you. Yes.
So all right, fine. So the fact that you want to keep folks like me in check, you don't think you owe us an apology, and you should just do that and cut that.
I didn't say in check. But anyway, I note your pressure, your attempt to try and deflect, and I'd like an opportunity to go on.
No, man, no.
Marlon Morgan literally tried to deflect and move on from apologizing, and then accuses Conrad of wanting to deflect. Are trying to deflect. This is what the JLP does, you know. It is one of their tactics. They say the things that they are doing and accuse the PNP of doing it. They have been doing it the whole time since I've been following this thing. They literally tear down posters for the PNP and then say that the PNP is tearing down posters when the PNP complain about them tearing down posters. The Prime Minister just did it the other day. The Prime Minister just did it the other day when they actually was speaking about when they actually was talking about the partisanship of the aid. What did they do? Tell me what they do. The Prime Minister going to Parliament and said, oh, and I have heard people have called me and said the PNP is not giving the aid to everybody, them just giving it to the PNP. Something to that effect. Saying getting the same kind of cards. Lie at him. Tell him to name the MP. Name the MP and name the person who accused the MP of it. But then can show evidence. Show one video. Show one picture. Lie. Lie them at him. You don't know? This is what they do. So he just lied on Conrad. He should apologize to Conrad for lying, not just for the other thing that he did. There's two things he did here, so he needs to apologize for. Grandstanding while saying Conrad is grandstanding. Deflecting while saying Conrad is deflecting. And then what he did before. Three things.
No, hold on, Marlon. No, we're not moving. If you can't attend the apology, we're going to end the conversation.
My brother, I indicated to you just
Marlon, you're aired.
And I withdrew that observation.
So you need to apologize.
Based on which I said what I said yesterday, on the basis of what I thought I... No, you came, and you were bombastic and all of that, Marlon. And I believe that you have to basically lift the bar. Please,
So Marlon wants to be wrong and strong. The validity of Marlon Morgan's apology here does not change his character, you know, as in a negative way. Because he did not come forthright out with humility and apologize. He had to argue with Conrad first. The man had to argue with the man first. How terrible.
Apologize and move on. So apologize and move on, Papa.
Inconvenience to you as the co-host or to Mr. Bell himself, I withdraw and apologize in relation to the inconvenience caused because we have bigger business to focus on, which is this.
We have bigger business to focus on. So the apology is not as important as you're making it out to be. You see how him apologize and belittle the apology at the same time? I would not have accepted that apology. I would have ended the conversation until I got a sincere apology. We don't have to talk. We don't. Like, you know what I mean? I really don't understand people. Like, so do you think that we have to actually have communication ever? We can stop that and that done forever. You know? It's easy. I don't know about you guys, but my cutoff game is sick. Just don't understand, don't you? My cutoff game is, listen, I am MJ with the cutoff game. MJ, the GOAT.
All right. So what else? Hold up, Marlon. I conduct the program. You're not coming here with monologue. Allow me to basically put things to you. You now want to make an additional point. I give you 2 minutes to basically make the point, Marlon, because I've taken some calls in this segment here. Go ahead.
Absolutely, and we appreciate that. That's why we're calling like anybody else.
Yes, sir.
So just to be clear, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security has a survey instrument where they not only concern themselves with the damage to people, but also people's anticipated economic losses and displacement. In other words, did you have a shop at the establishment? Were you selling ice cream? And what's the kind of economic dislocation?
Yes, man. So the data will give you all of that, Marlon.
So the point I'm making is that the authorities would have trained people to undertake this kind of work.
Yes.
And not only that, they have geolocators that they use in order to establish and verify people's residence.
Marlon.
And so that's an important...
Senator Morgan.
You couldn't just take up people in droves.
Senator Morgan.
So that was Marlon Morgan apologizing. So when the Prime Minister talked about misinformation, but I just want to add something to that. You hear him talk about the data being collected? I am going to break a piece of news right now. Rally's on the line. It was yesterday evening, Monday, the 8th day of December, that the government of Jamaica sent for the tablets at Statin to start the collection of the data. You hear me say? You hear me say, Rally? Yesterday evening, the government, Ministry of Labor, sent for the tablets at Statin. The tablet them did I use to the census. They sent for them yesterday evening, just yesterday evening, to start collecting the data on people who got damaged in Melissa. What can go so?
So almost 1 month and 2 weeks. Almost 1 month and 2 weeks after Hurricane Melissa.
But then did I use to the census? They sent for them yesterday evening, just yesterday evening, to start collecting the data on people who got damaged in Melissa. What can...
So if the government start collecting data 1 month and almost 2 weeks for persons that got damaged by Melissa, people, how do you honestly grade a government with that type of response time? I want the Liberator them to come in. Any Liberator watch? And Jones is our best Prime Minister, don't. Government our best. After 1 month and 2 weeks approximately, if you get the tablet them, if you go assess the damages so the people can get benefits. How long now the road clear? How long now the road clear where the government can go in and do those assessments? What is going to be the excuse when criticized now, rightfully so, for that reality? What's going to be the excuse of the government? And you know them, you're not going to find an excuse. You know that, right? No matter how stupid it sounds, they're not going to find an excuse. This is nothing short of evil and wickedness. That's where I'm at with it. That's exactly where I'm at with it.
Can go so.
Okay.
What can go so?
Man, this is terrible.
Madness. Raleigh, you were watching the Standing Finance Committee.
Still watching it right now.
What is this, Raleigh?
Well, it demonstrates the high level of incompetence that we have in the Ministry of Finance and within the government. Right now, the minister is unable to answer the question as to how much is the full amount of money that the JPS needs to restore electricity to everybody. There's confusion right now. She's saying that the Minister of Energy must answer the question, and he's there. And people are insisting, even the Speaker is insisting that she answer the question.
You know, so the Minister have come out and gone.
Yep.
Because she was looking to the Minister of Energy for some
to answer the question
or some people behavior to divert the attention from her. It is an embarrassment.
The whole thing is an embarrassment. The Ministry of Finance is an embarrassment to the country. Even the Speaker has been very upset with them from minute one. Procedural mistakes, they can't answer no question. Everything is preliminary. No, man, this is chaotic, man.
She come with changes and not tell nobody. Julian have said, but based on the bungalow where you give me, Minister, it look like some significant changes are in it. Could you point them out? Then the page is not numbered properly.
Even the Speaker have to get upset and I said this long piece of paper. No, man, this thing is amateurish.
But what the Speaker do to her now? You know, see the Speaker like the Speaker school them.
Yeah, man, of course.
What?
Of course.
Jamaica? Jamaica. No, Ralston Isaac asked her what is GDP. No. Isaac said, what is the reality now? We know what GDP was before, Melissa. What is it now? She said GDP gone down by 4.5%. That's what she said in her first attempt to answer. Then she tried to go around it and talk about debt to GDP. What is all the story with GPS? They can't answer nothing.
No, they can't answer the question.
Yo, Fayval is a tsunami of failure, bro. It's like, no, she can't, so incompetent, brother. Just impossible. Like, how did she become the minister? Don't answer that. I'm not about to ask that question. Jesus. But how she even told mom? Don't answer that neither. Because JLP does not credible. Jesus. Like, what? No wonder the education system did fail when she was the minister. Rayan, you watch Parliament today? Me did one year for this money.
As I said, this is the most embarrassing thing. In all my 37, 40 years, the weakest Ministry of Finance. Not just the minister, the financial secretary.
So
it's a clown show. Even the speaker have to be getting upset with them.
It come like she gone past Foggy Mullins here now.
Yeah, man, past Foggy Mullins. Past Foggy. Because at least Foggy have people like Shirley Tyndall and all them people are saying. Yeah, man.
So the whole
this
team?
Is embarrassing. The whole team, not just the minister, the entire team. The state minister.
The entire team, the entire finance team is an embarrassment. Coming from Rastenheim, man, you know, that's certified, you know. Mighty God.
The financial secretary, no, man. When you see even the speaker who is on their side getting upset with them, it tells you how poor the thing is, man.
Because it's embarrassing.
Yeah, man, very embarrassing.
Omar Newell back her up and just fling her out the door and walk when the fire should depend. Come back. Hey, me have something to tell you. No, this is an embarrassment.
Omar Newell, tell us me played Omar Newell totally destroyed Fayval Williams. I couldn't believe the man left her in a Middle Ocean. I don't know how he find the Middle Ocean, but geographically he find the middle of the ocean and carry a guy deepest part of it. Not only bring her to the Big Light Ocean, but bring her underwater and then left her down there and gone back out in business. Because him alone have an escape route. Done. That's true.
Yeah, man.
True.
A monumental embarrassment.
Done.
When you see the speaker having to get so upset with her from minute one until now, you know it's bad.
Brother. Yeah, me hear the Prime Minister say, when we talk about the things that will not happen, we are trying to disgrace the country. And we're not patriotic. What is this?
Well, the Minister of Finance is a disgrace.
This is something for us to...
When you talk about the things that are not happening, you are a patriot because you want to fix the country. You want to fix the problem. If you don't identify a problem, how do you fix it? You don't hide problems or cover them up. But you see, this is what the JLP does. Them like to cover up. That's why them are the gag order government. They are not transparent. They are not clear. They are not open. Them is a eat a food government. Corrupt to the T.
Proud of? Even the speaker acknowledge that. No man, this is madness, man.
Is this something for us to be proud of, Raleigh?
No. It's a monumental embarrassment. And it's not just the minister, the entire team.
Raleigh.
They can't answer the question. Everything is preliminary. The procedures are wrong. Everything.
So, she said the loan them can go from a low of 3% to about 8%, Raleigh. 8%? 8% high?
No, I don't say the multilateral loan at 8%. The maximum you get is 5%.
So, you're saying that she...
People hear that? There's no multilateral loan at 8%. The IS is 5%. How comes Fayval Williams don't know that? And she a finance minister.
She chat garbage again?
Yeah, man. She chat garbage again. Nice. Yeah, man.
Crawford Presser, give me an idea of what the loan, the interest rate would be like. And she start go out on a tangent till Crawford have to stop her and say, give me a figure.
Yeah, man. She never answer any of those questions, either.
Single digit.
Apart from bad mind now, the new word is preliminary. Everything is preliminary. Preliminary.
What you say apart from, I not just bad mind now, it's preliminary.
Preliminary, yeah, man. Joke business, man.
My God. Raleigh, have you punched? Go ahead.
I've never seen it any as bad as this before.
Have you crunched any more figures, Raleigh, as it relates?
I feel validated when I hear Rastenheim and have the same concerns that I have when I came on this live stream. The very first things that I said, we are in trouble. This is embarrassing. I feel validated. I don't feel like I'm over-exaggerating anymore. You listen all of the things that when the man say Fayval don't know, and she should know. Preliminary is the new word, not bad mind. We're in the preliminary. You know, when them talk about phase, it's the first phase, the second phase. Now it's preliminary. They always have some blur thing forgot to not be clear and cogent with what is happening in the country. It's a damn shame.
It's to where our GDP really is because the minister not telling us. And
well, as I said, the real economists them in the world, the man them who win Nobel Prize. So if you calculate it the right way, the debt to GDP would be 115%. And what about people like Jeffrey Sachs, Joe Stiglitz, Amartya Sen, all them man are reputable economists globally. Yeah, so what am I say? The methodology that we're using is flawed.
Hold on, what methodology the minister is using? Tell us that.
She uses what we call the flow methodology of GDP calculation, which means that all she check is the production losses. She's not subtracting the assets that have been destroyed from GDP.
And you're talking about the asset that we use to do the production.
Precisely. Yeah.
My God.
So people like Stiglitz, who's a Nobel Prize winner from Columbia University, Jeffrey Sachs, who's an advisor to the UN Secretary General on Economics, Amartya Sen from Oxford, all them man they say it is flawed not to subtract the cost of the physical assets and the environmental degradation from the GDP prior to the disaster, if you get the correct figure.
Yes. So, the correct way to do it is that we have lost 8.8 billion US.
Precisely.
Is to minus
so
that
GDP
from...
should have been 11.2 billion or 12 billion.
12 billion US coming from 20 billion.
Yeah, we should put the debt to GDP ratio at 115%. And that is what I am going to stick with, because that is what the real economists in the world said it must be.
But them said that too simple.
Oh, well, their method is too simple, because simple, here the man must say, how are you going to ignore the capital that has been destroyed? You're checking the flow, but you're not checking the stock, because you can't produce a flow without the capital. You have to replace all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, all of that is gone.
People would have lost raw material.
Yeah.
All of that have to be calculated.
Precisely. So it's a very sloppy and misleading method. In other words, technically what the man them said, it is a reductionist approach that seeks to minimize the physical, human, and potential losses from the disaster. Well, that's what the big economists in the world have said. So
and that makes a lot of sense. The damage of Hurricane Melissa today, its structures and everything, the businesses and everything, those things actually help to deal with your economy. So if those are lost, your GDP have to go down. And if it's estimated at 8 point something, then you have to minus. That is common sense. You have to minus that. You have to minus that, brother. I mean, bro, maths are just maths, no? When you really boil down to it, maths are just maths, bro.
So, brother, economists in Jamaica.
You have something called the principle of mathematics. It appears that our Minister of Finance does not understand the principle of math. How can they calculate it the way they are doing it? Here the man said it's a way to undermine the damage of the actual storm. And also it makes the government look good when they put out the statistic. Oh, our GDP is this. I tell you, they have been putting out false information, giving the public, while telling us they're at war with false information. And them spread the most false information. I see Mal and Morgan speaking out of turn, speaking falsely, and didn't want to apologize sincerely at first. And still didn't apologize sincerely as far as I'm concerned. Pride.
We are above them head.
So when we say the debt to GDP, no.
Pride.
There's something.
Yeah, man. I understand we are some boss, but goodbye.
Stands at about 115%. You're not backing down from that.
No, because the man them who control the economics profession, that is what them say, and that is how it must go. And then common sensically, that is how it should be. So tell me now, no, Colin. So you are run a business, right? You lose your fridge and all your stove them and all of them things there. And then she'll tell you, say, all you lose are the income where you make.
Yeah, because I make, let's say, 100,000 a day. And
yeah.
Me out of
yeah, but what to the fridge and everything the way you lose?
She not count that.
No.
And then, but Ralston, doesn't it get...
But at the fridge and the thing they make you make the $100,000 a day. So you have to count them. And part of the business, you have to count them. It's a physical asset of the business to make the business actually make the money. So how can you not count them? Fayval, alright? Somebody need to check Fayval temperature and our blood sugar.
Worst, the fact that we are now 5 weeks down the wicket, 6 weeks down the wicket after Melissa, and with the earning that we would have been making over that period of time, isn't that now adding to the loss of GDP?
Of course.
Yeah, man, that's part of the economic losses.
So how she get 68% debt to GDP now at 68%?
Man, this I see when the man answer, she still couldn't answer the question how she arrived at that. The whole thing is a joke, man.
This is madness.
Madness. But the problem, they are dealing with a population that is basically dumb, dormant, and not interested in these things.
That is the problem, Ralston.
Yeah, man.
Bingo. And that's why they don't build no schools. When you are not educated, when you are not interested to be educated, when you think being educated is uncool, you're going to become a slave, or you're going to always be a slave to the system. Because the system don't like bright people. The system don't like people that ask critical questions. Questions that could expose them. They don't like people that can comprehend, do research, fact check. They don't like people like that. They don't like critical thinkers, period. It's not even just about being educated or bright. Yes, you have to know for read. Yes, you have to know for add. Yes, you have to know for reason. All of it. The street smart, everything. All of it has to be incorporated. Common sense. Education is key. True education is key. Knowledge is key. Earth eruption, big up. So this government has not built a school, and I understand why. Because it's easier to control dumb animals.
Most people no care.
They don't care.
So if we
And
continue,
that's why they do the things that they do, because they know the people never care.
so if we continue on this trajectory where things are going haywire, people don't even understand what is happening.
No, and they're not trying to understand.
They not try to understand. All them must say 1 p.m. best prime minister. Therein lies the problem. Why Jamaica we have an uphill task? We're not trouble, man. We're not trouble. Serious trouble.
And then they have a set of clowns out there who are defending everything that the government does.
Yes.
Not calculating, not thinking rationally.
That's a partisan approach.
Raleigh, let's talk what is happening on the market today. How is stay, how the dollar is stay, what is the central bank doing?
The dollar dropped to $161.14 today, from $161.02 yesterday. The Bank of Jamaica will be carrying out its largest mopping up exercise tomorrow. 50 billion will be taken out of circulation tomorrow.
50 billion.
$50 billion. That's 1.4% of GDP.
As the Bank of Jamaica give us a projection of what they plan to take out for the this is going to be the last one for the year.
No, man.
You think they're going again?
Yeah, man. No, man.
But is it a regular thing to be mopping up liquidity in Christmas?
No. What you would see now would be an expansion of the money supply. But because of the disaster caused by Melissa, what they're doing, as the governor in all of those acts are telling you, that his main responsibility is to contain inflation. So they must take the money out of the system, rather than pumping that you would see. Normally, we'd be hearing about expansion of the money supply in the Christmas season. No.
Yes.
This is a different situation. What we are hearing is about taking out money supply out of the system.
So what will that do to Christmas?
You mean the Grinch? The central bank is acting as the Grinch. There will be no Christmas.
Because the more money in circulation is the more things people are going to buy, and the more people are going to session, the more things are going to happen. But you're taking out $50 billion 2 weeks before Christmas?
Yeah, man. He says his priority is to contain inflation, which is going to be accelerated because of the disaster. So now, under normal circumstances, we'll be hearing about the expansion of the money supply now in Christmas season. This time we're hearing about taking out money. And if you notice the ads that he has been running, is about telling you that his responsibility is inflation, so he's taking money out of the system. So there will be no Christmas, particularly for the poor.
And you are of
so
your
not
opinion?
only people in the West, not only the people in the West, but also in the places that have not been affected. There will be no Christmas, except for the few.
And you are of the opinion that they are going to take out more money before Christmas?
Yeah, man.
What can go so?
Yep, well, it tells you how bad things are. And when you look at the display from the finance minister and the team at the finance ministry, that will lead to a further erosion of confidence that will create more pressure on the dollar. So it'll be coming back because they never did anything today, or so far they haven't done anything today that will inspire confidence. People must have wondered, say, yo, I saw the Ministry of Finance poor. So that gives people incentives to buy more dollars and say, yo, they don't like what I want.
Tell me this, Raleigh. The minister was asked what effect would the $24 billion loan to JPS have on this year's economy, the economy going forward, and how we are going to deal with things, losing that $24 billion. And she said it won't have any effect.
Well, that question has still not been answered yet, because as we said, one thing that she said is that they are going to take back the $150 million from the $2.4 billion, the $450 million that has been earmarked for the JPS from the multilateral foreign direct investment loan. Yeah, so far that question has not been answered properly. So the minister run from Parliament because the people are saying she was trying to shift it, and the people are insisting that is your question because you're the one who led in the money.
Yeah.
And she was consistently saying that is the Minister of Energy, and then the Speaker is saying, no, but you, Minister of Finance, you must answer the question. So that question has still not been answered. So that's another part of the confusion that is going to lead to a loss of confidence because nobody knows what is going to happen definitively about the power supply because nobody knows where the other money is coming from. Yeah, that's a problem.
Hold on, Raleigh. Hold on. We are joined by Caribbean Radio, 97.9 HD4, high definition radio over there in Florida. We want to welcome the entire crew at Caribbean Radio. Brother Watto, big up yourself. Mama Yvette, blessings and welcome. We're talking to Ralston Hyman, the top economist, the #1 financial analyst anywhere in this side of the world. Ralston Hyman, we have him online. We were just listening to the Standing Finance Committee in the Parliament. A poor presentation by the Minister of Finance and her team. Couldn't answer most of the questions that were asked. A lot of questions were asked around JPS, questions were asked around GDP, and she's been bobbing and weaving and not answering the question. Ralston is just telling us that the Bank of Jamaica tomorrow will be taking out $50 billion out of circulation right before the Christmas season. And Ralston, I just want to tell the people again what that will mean for Christmas for the average Jamaican, the little man, $50 billion taking out of circulation.
Well, there'll be no Christmas for him. There'll be no Christmas for the persons who have been affected by the hurricane. And there'll be no Christmas for the poor people who have not been affected by the hurricane. They'll be affected by this monetary hurricane. Yeah? So there'll be no Christmas.
This is the Colin Bell Show where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth, so help us God. Ralston Hyman, the US dollar, is it the Jamaican dollar, sorry? Is the pressure gone from the Jamaican dollar or the Jamaican dollar is still under pressure?
Well, the dollar dropped by 12 cents today from $161.02 yesterday to $161.14 today. And that is why the BOJ is now in the market heavily trying with this mopping up exercise. This is one of the most mopping up exercises. Well, this is the biggest mopping up exercise.
Hey, listen, user, I don't even know how she feel. I don't even know if she feel. Because these people have a certain character. It appears as if they have this I am of elite status. I'm rich, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? I doubt if Fayval even cares that people think anything of her. I really don't. I think she's in Lululand. I think she's the Lululand. I believe she's the Lululand. She's in the Lululand. About everything. That's how I think. That's what I think. I don't know her, but that's what I think. You know, that uptown something there, who cares? You know? What they have and what they, you know, their possessions, they use it as a shield. People like that. They don't care. While the people suffer. They don't care.
We have seen since the start of this year, $50 billion in one day. That never happened before.
How much you gone from the year now? You have done any?
137.5 billion since the start of this year.
137.5 billion. 137.
Yeah, man. And almost $900 million US dollars from the net international reserve.
And 900 million USD.
Yep, from the net international reserve.
I'm 42 and
people go over to Colin Bell, the Portland Spice TV on YouTube. Go over there, subscribe, hit the bell and click all, and check out the general show. I am gonna leave it right there. I think I did over hit this one in terms of the point I was making about this whole situation with Fayval. I think I hit this one out the ballpark in terms of that. There cannot be any arguments that Fayval should be called Miss Failure. Miss Failure Williams. AKA the Pro Box Lady. No, we salt, you know. We're not trouble. Big up to all the people that show love with the gifts them on TikTok. Big up to the people that hit the like button. If you are returning, like people return and watch me another time, in terms of my likes, I want to get to like 50,000 likes on a regular. So, you know, the top team, the dedicated ones them will beat up the screen. Yo, we don't know why TikTok still like that. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Like seriously. The people that will send gifts, man, I don't know how these gift things go, what's worth, what or whatever. I have a goal still every time I put a goal up there. Yeah, I think I got 1 out of the 15, so we didn't make the goal. But I would love you guys to help me to make the goal. If you appreciate what I'm doing on here, making the goal will show that you guys appreciate what I'm doing on here. So let me know if you appreciate what I'm doing on here by helping me to make the goal with the hat and the mustache. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Listen. Yeah, I changed the goal. We're gonna up the goal. Yeah, we're gonna up the goal. Alright people, peace and blessings. See you guys later on TikTok. Yes, yes. Word is love. More people on YouTube, thank you for hitting the like button. All 15 of you over here, all 18 of you over there. I guess there's a lot of people here that are not regular watchers. Still here anyway. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one. A lot going on in Jamaica. Failure Williams. Wow.